seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. All I do is dream about you, baby. All I do is dream about you. Remember when you loved me? I loved you, and then you left me alone. You know I'd always come back home. We can't pretend that this is the end, baby. All I do is dream about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. Save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up, and I will save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up
That's right, and we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube. Don't forget to hit that like, raza. It's the Wednesday night show. I appreciate everyone that's already coming in the comment section. You already know what it is, cabrones. ¿Qué hubole? The Chicano channel. I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in, whether you're watching on Facebook, on IG. If you're watching on YouTube Landia, it's going to be a good one. Get ready, buckle up, strap on the seatbelt, because my. Okay, we're going to do a reaction today, but let's go through the formalities. You already know what it is. Raider Tommy, I see you. Salad Boy 831, no name. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabrón. Gracias all the day oneers, everyone in the members only, all the Chicano channel raza pages, you know, that we share the same space on YouTube Landia in Califas, and that's why we're going to talk about it. You know, your boy's going to talk about it because if it's in the same space, this is what we're talking about. Primarily, we're going to react to something tonight that, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, again, shout out to everyone inside the members only, man. I appreciate all the members only. The members only are the ones that show their skina every single month for something 99, whatever they pledge. I appreciate that from the bottom of mi pinche corazón. Gracias to all the members only, man. Without further ado, without wasting any more time, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Daniel Barry, I see you, cabron. No name, that's right. And Death Row, run that shit, my boy. All right, so let's go ahead and just get straight to a reaction, man. I don't want people to be dilly-dallying when they come and they see the live and they be like, damn, when is it going to get straight to it? Oh, yeah. So this is a good one. So this is what I will say. Again, let me preface it by saying, first of all, let me preface it by saying this, okay? I have absolutely no issues with anyone on YouTube Landia. I don't. Did I ever in the past? Absolutely. Did we got into a couple guerras? Absolutely. But I'm one of the last cabrones on YouTube that still has palabra. And my palabra is, you know what? I'm done going after men that actually do something positive on YouTube, that put the rubber where it meets the road and do something for the community. That is a wrap, okay? We're stronger together in that aspect here in Califas when it comes to brown men uniting. Now, of course, we're going to get into some chisme. The chisme don't stop because, come on now, gente. Somos mexicanos, cabrones, all right? From 6 to 10 o'clock, you're watching the pinche novela. So let's just keep that a buck. So what I'm going to say is, everything we're going to comment tonight. If you got a comment about anyone or anything that I say tonight, go ahead and drop it at any time that you're hearing this live. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're doing this thing again. The Wednesday night show, because you guys were here every single week. The Chicano channel is for the people, is by the people, and is most definitely is powered by the people. So again, I wanted to preface it by saying that before we get into what we're going to react to tonight. And now it looks like it's time to react. All right. So here we go. Let me go ahead and bring up on the screen the video that we're going to watch. And it's not too long. It's only 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So cálmase, cabrones, for all you that have ADD. It's not a long video. All right. It's not a long video. So let me give some backstory. You know what I want to say first is that the FOO community page, it started off as a blog, turned into a podcast, had 3 people on there at one point, then one got fired, and then one walked away, and then there was only one. I guess at the end of the day, there was only one. And then the man behind the scenes, people are calling Top FOO. I actually like that name, Top FOO. He has now, as of yesterday, put not only his voice on camera, but now he's put his face on camera. And that I highly respect. I respect that a lot because I also understand why people would want to shy away from the limelight. You don't need all the credit. And like Suge Knight said, be all up in the video, all up in the... So I respect that he came to a decision. He's going to go ahead and put himself out there. Well, this is Rich Homie Juan from the FOO community. You can call him the brains of the whole operation. And he's running a successful operations. Now, before I get into it, I just do want to say this. The chemistry on that podcast that was yesterday shown, that absolutely is good chemistry. Good chemistry. Okay, again, I always tell the raza shit, man. If we're going to tune into anything on YouTube, hopefully it's entertaining. You don't want some boring ass shit, some lame ass dudes, or some lame ass conversation. Hopefully it's good, man. That's the only thing I tune into is hopefully it's good. I bust my ass all damn day, all damn week, all damn month. If I'm going to tap into YouTube, let this shit be good, man. Let this shit be entertaining. The chemistry between Top FOO, Compa Raider, he had his feet dangling off the chair the whole time. But anyways, Compa Raider with his feet dangling, talking shit. But you already know we talk shit. If you can't stand the talking shit, then it's probably not the channel for you because we talk a lot of shit here. We talk our shit here, Chicano, right? So, and Prime, right, from Cult TV, that's really good chemistry. To my understanding, they labeled it episode 1, which we got it up right here on the screen. To my understanding, they're going to keep that podcast going. Good. I hope they keep that podcast going because, again, the chemistry is absolutely everything. Okay. So there was a lot of names mentioned. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Again, this is a Chicano reaction. This video is so good that it's going to take the whole show. This is the whole show. So anyone that's listening live, Facebook, IG, hit that like, hit those pinche corazones, gente. The video is so good. We're going to talk about it and break it all down. And yeah, it does pinpoint people in bad spotlights, etc. At the end of the day, if anyone gets talked about on the internet, let me just put this one back on. If you get talked about on the internet, I wouldn't get my panties in a bunch. And I know it's easier said than done, right? I like flying fucking low pro, under the radar, not having a jillion followers, because with a jillion followers comes a jillion problems and a jillion trolls, okay? So I like flying under the radar, but you got to have thick skin, man. You can't be one of these cabrones that's a crybaby, that's a weenie, that comes on the internet. Oh my gosh, take that video down, por favor. These fucking tough guys on the internet are not crying over videos. That is what is hilarious. Take the video down. Why did you like that comment? Why did you like that heart? I'm giving the internet right now, and save these words for the future, 50 years down the line. Go ahead and make 100, 1,000 videos of me and call me anything and paint me out to be who you want me to be. If you really took the time to do it, because shit, time is more valuable to me than money. If you took the time to do it, I'm still going to heart that shit. I'm still going to like that shit. I'm not saying I'm going to share it, but I'm still going to like that because, hey, you took the time to do it. But these heads that say they got clecha and all this shit and they start fighting a video. You did a video about it. At the end of the day, it's all internet. It's all bullshit. It's all puro pedo. I'm not saying someone can't say something and someone's not going to catch a feeling about it. No soy pendejo. Someone can catch a feeling about that. But, if you want to catch a feeling, well, let's run the fade. Before I play this video, I dropped a short today because I got about 5 or 6 DMs. Mikey, put this together. Look, I would love to put Jenny 6ix9ine and Pinks together. I would love to. Do I think it'll happen? I don't think it'll happen. Why? For one, Jenny 6ix9ine, she is not, in my opinion, she's not a fighter. I don't want to see Jenny 6ix9ine get hurt. I don't want to see her get in the ring. Just remember, she's the skinny girl that was eating a sandwich and her hair was up in a fucking colita. Okay, the only thing that changed is she's got money now. So, I don't think she's gonna get in the ring. And another thing is, would Pinks take it? Maybe not. I don't know. Miss Lady Pinks, with all due respect, her personality is, I still can't pinpoint it. Like what exactly is her personality? Sometimes it's like she wants action, and sometimes it's like she doesn't want action. It's like she wants the funk and she doesn't want the funk. But I understand she is a mother, she is a woman, she is a mother, she's an entrepreneur, she's a mentor. And so I understand why maybe she's not jumping on every single fade, though it sounds like the talk is real tough. But I can also understand why she wouldn't want to jump on every fade. Again, she's 50, right? She's in her 50s. Okay. So I don't think that'll happen. And then Carlos Orellana, that dude is funny. That dude definitely is funny. I follow him. I saw that he called out Maniaco Minds. Okay. Do I think that's going to happen? No. For one, I think Carlos would do it, but I don't think the tattoo artist would do it. I'm not saying he's a coward. I'm not saying he's not going to throw hands. And nor am I saying do I respect anything he does anymore ever since he got a child pregnant. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying I don't think he would pull up in that aspect. So, again, I dropped that short. It is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. Come on. DJ, load that clip.
I have a question for you because me and the homie Baldachi way and the homie from the Florence district, they feel some type of way about you way.
What you mean?
They feel like you only posted Baldachi when regarding meaning like, oh, he's hanging out with certain soul.
All right, so here we go. We got the great debut, the grand debut of the top FOO. I like that handle right there. You should get that shit blasted. The top FOO of all FOOs. I don't know what you want to call him. The God FOO father. Here he is sitting right there. White Sox hat. Same hat I got, cabron. White Sox hat. Wearing black. Sitting right there. And the camera's on him. So, again, I respect it, man. To me, I look at it like this. I want to be like Mike Tyson and Manny Pacquiao. I want to be where motherfuckers are going to follow me down the street, praise me, and love me. Okay. And the way you do that is, well, one, don't disrespect. You got to have respect. Two, you got to radiate that energy of helping people, loving people, being kind and nice and all that other shit, right? And three, you just can't do no one dirty, man. Of course, no rats, no informants. You can't fucking burn someone, which we're going to talk about tonight, because there was some strong accusations mentioned in this video of someone doing something, let's just call unethical. Stealing money. Why are we bullshitting around it, man? Stealing money. Okay, and again, to that individual, you might not like it, but hey, it's the internet. If these things happen and it happens to be true, then we're going to talk about it.
When Baldachi linked up with Gold Toes and people were on Baldachi talking about, oh, why is he linking up with the North? Ooh, you talking about that, right? Let's be real, bro. Let's not beat around the bush.
Or was it that?
Well, that's what it was.
Oh,
that's what you're referring. That's the only backlash that Baldachi got.
Yeah, he did. Well,
why didn't you post the music?
Like the music, because he came back with a diss record, and it was a fire diss record addressing everybody. You didn't post it, fool. And I feel like, the full community, like, dog, he's speaking on rappers that you pose.
Well, it couldn't get posted, fool, because Icon has something against Baldachi, fool.
Oh, there's beefy?
So Icon told you, don't post that, fool.
Like, he didn't want Baldachi getting posted, but...
Damn.
But
whoa.
Damn. That's the first shotgun blast right there. So they're bringing in, if you didn't know, the FOO community at one point had 3. One cabron got fired. And then LA Icon, he walked away. Now, there's allegations. These are just, again, this the internet going wild. The internet's going crazy. I'm one more cabron. I'm in the Chicano space in Califas, que hubo, so we're going to talk about it. Now the internet's saying LA Icon is not raza. But I don't know that to be true. What do you mean he's not raza? What's your definition of that? My definition of being raza is going to have, is having both parents. Let's generalize it. Let's say both parents being brown. How about that? Both parents being brown, you can call that raza. We don't want to get into further technicalities because people get mad when you split hairs over this shit. But now people are saying LA Icon is not raza. I'm not exactly sure. But what is whack is that you will jump on a podcast and do a podcast, and because of your issues, these are your issues. This is your luggage that you're bringing over to the podcast. You're going to eventually affect the whole podcast. So essentially what Top FOO is saying right here is all those years he was doing the FOO community podcast, he couldn't post certain music. He couldn't post certain artists. He couldn't post certain posts because you had LA Icon upset and trying to manage all the posts on FOO community. Now, in all fairness, LA Icon can say, well, look, that's a reflection of me. And there is a way to curb that. The way that you curb that, and I see everyone that's in the chat. I appreciate you guys, cabrones. Let me see. Okay. The way that you curb that is by coming on the podcast and being, look, a lot of things are going to get posted on this podcast. Maybe a lot of things that you don't like will be posted on this podcast, okay? But this is a blog and this is a podcast. So whether it's someone from down south or whether it's someone from up north, whether it's someone that has questionable gang status or whether I'm part of a neighborhood and there's rival neighborhoods that I don't want you to talk about, that is my issue. And I have to have self-esteem issues in order for me to bring that about to other people. I have to. There's no other answer for that. So Baldachi not getting posted. Shout out to Baldachi. If you don't remember, on my IG about 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I did a Got Bars episode, all music, a top 10 list of West Coast raza rappers. And Baldachi was one of my top 10. Other people didn't have him in there. I definitely had Baldachi in there because he got bars and he's been in the game for so long. Baldachi is relevant still. I think he'll always be relevant. And Baldachi is what I call the face of LA. I mean, you want to get mad at me, you can get mad at me. If you want to argue with me, someone else is the face of LA, well, that's fine. You do you till you're blue in the face, be mad, okay? It ain't going to change a motherfucking thing. I think Baldachi is the face of Los Angeles, and that has to do, it's a combination of things. It's a combination of music, and it's a combination of credibility. So those two things he got. So it rubs me the wrong way to find out LA Icon was like, hey, don't do this with these certain posts. That rubs me the wrong way because it's affecting the business. If you call yourself a businessman, why would you want to cut your hand short on, why would you want to leave money on the table if you call yourself a businessman? That is not how you run a fluid podcast. We need to keep your issues off this podcast. And it's a consensus that anything inside our space, we're going to talk about. One of the things they fell out over was when OG, no, I'm sorry, not OG, when it was Wicked. Wicked passed away from Strength Cartel. What happened during that situation? They asked Strength Cartel, hey, come to the funeral, that's fine, but just don't record any content at the funeral. Don't record no content. And guess what happened? They ended up, Strength Cartel, disrespecting the family's wishes, and they recorded content that they posted there against the family's wishes. This is how far some people will go for clout. Going against a family who's laying their loved one to rest is wishes that you don't record anything. So Top FOO, I'm going to keep calling him Top FOO. I think we're going to spark that shit up, and everyone's going to, no one's going to refer to him no more as Rich Homie Juan. Everyone's going to call him Top FOO. I like that name better, Top FOO. All right. Top FOO ended up posting it because he's like, well, shit. This is what No Jumper calls post-worthy content. If it's post-worthy content, why aren't we talking about it? Oh, well, you know, someone got at me. No, wait a second. This is blogging. This is not the fucking 5 families of New York, the Lucchese's, the Bonanos. This is none of that shit. Okay, keep your politics away from blogging. Politics have no place in blogging, and let the truth and nothing but the truth be blogged about. So help us God. So that was an instance of the straw that broke the camel's back on all the damn posts that Top FOO says LA Icon was telling him, hey, you got to take that down. Hey, you got to take that down. He said he did that like 10 or 20 times. Oh, shit. So now we're dealing with some kind of, it's kind of like a prima donna. It's kind of like a prima donna kind of thing. And are we just supposed to walk on eggshells and not say certain things and tiptoes? Well, I think the compromising is over. And I want to say to Top FOO, you made a splash with this Pinchy podcast, and keep this shit up, man, because I want to see more of this. Let's go.
Why?
Can we keep it real? We got all facts.
All facts.
Look, bro, it's because Badachi piped down Negra, fool. So this fool has something. This fool has something.
For you're starting up new.
Yeah, let's not.
That's going to be a hard one to come back from. Again, cálmanse, gente. Cálmanse. How mad can you get at someone that is only stating facts? That's what I want to tell the people. Because I have a higher level of respect for someone that speaks the truth, nothing but the truth, whether you like it or not, than someone who's just going to keep shit quiet to appease the people. People pleasers. It reminds me of the Bible, King Saul. He was a people pleaser. King Saul was. When Samuel said, whack the Amalekites, take everything out, what did he do? He saved the gold. He saved the fattest calves. And because the people said, well, don't kill everything, he listened to the people instead of listening to the prophet of God. Again, different scenarios, but it's the same similar analogy, right? When I meet my clients in my professional life, you know what the first thing I tell them when I sit at the table? I don't care if it's a $5 million house. I don't care if it's a $8 million, $14 million house made out of glass, hanging out of the ocean. The first thing I do when I sit there, this is the first thing I tell them. I said, Dick, Bob, or Bill, whatever their name is, do you give me permission to tell you the truth? It allows me to sleep easy at night. Whether you decide to work with me or not, I'd rather shoot you straight. Is that okay? That's my opening line to all my clients, because maybe I can help them and maybe I can't help them. But either way, I'm good. And I want them to know that I'm good. I want them to know that honesty is always going to be my policy move from here. And if I establish that in the beginning, it's going to be like that forever. So I appreciate Top FOO for just telling the truth. He cited a previous relationship between the two, and that looks like what could have been the prime reason why he was saying, don't post that fool, don't post that fool. This fool got bars. I put him on my top 10 list. He got bars. Why aren't you giving respect to the face of LA? That's what I want to know. The face of LA, he's earned that respect, not only in the music industry, from what I heard, also in the calles, man. I haven't heard anything else about anyone else, but again, we're just dissecting what this blog is about. Let's go.
It's rumor.
So Icon told you that.
Yes,
That's because
bro.
of Negra.
Yes, bro. They got a history, bro. They were together for like damn near a decade, bro.
Hey,
Until
shout out Negra, fool.
But
She's
shout out-
good,
Who
huh?
is gonna be friends with a female for 10 years and not want to? For what the fuck? No, for they for sure. Look, respectfully, they
so,
had.
so Icon told you this. He told you that they were together.
Yes, bro.
Oh shit.
Because there'd be times when I want to post Baldachi, and like this fool loves FaceTime because we'll be on FaceTime. And like I'd be telling him about the shit I'd post him, like, oh yeah, bro, this shit just drop his post, well, then I'm gonna post it. But he wouldn't want me posting nothing got to do about Baldachi.
What would he say you?
Like, what was his words, fool?
Like he was like, hey bro, don't post that. Oh, wooty woo. That fool would get personal with it, fool, because he feels some type of way that
Yeah.
he was with his old lady. It's like, fool, don't post that fool. Like that fool don't got much of a rap career anyway. That fool got diabetes. He about to die soon anyway.
Oh,
Damn.
Holy shit. So we find out if this is true. Again, we don't know, but if this is true, that was the issue, man. That was the issue. I mean, how much, let's keep it a buck. How much do previous relationships, do you hold that against your partner? No. Do I think him bringing this up right now is going to cause some kind of rift between Icon and Negra? Absolutely not. I don't think it's going to cause a rift between them at all. They're both very mature adults, right? But there's other things that he's going to talk about. Like he mentioned Baldachi. That's one thing, okay? And he doesn't just mention that it's Baldachi that he has an issue with. He's saying that it's the whole Florence district. Again, I'm not in LA. I'm not knowing. I'm not even knowing if LA Icon, again, respectfully over to him, just like he said, respectfully, he's talking about things. I'm talking about things respectfully as well. Prime goes into it and talks about he met LA Icon in the county jail. But back then, he's saying LA Icon was a resident. Again, if you don't know what a resident means, it's someone that most likely in the county jail, you kind of let a resident do their own program. You won't really get twist the resident's arm to program because, again, maybe he's just a resident. Maybe he's never been to upstate. He's never caught the bus, so he doesn't have clecha like that. And he's just maybe going to do a little fucking dry out or got a DUI and he's just going to stay in the county jail and he's not going to go to the PN. So, again, he's not up on game. So he's just a resident. He said that he met LA Icon in the county jail and he was a resident. He knew him as the rapper. And I'm not saying this is the case, but sometimes it happens. All of a sudden you get some popularity, you get a little bit bigger, you get a following, and all of a sudden, hey, chest gets stuck out a little bit more. You're a little bit more gilvul. I mean, I had a conversation with LA Icon. One time I did. The reason I messaged them and I DM'd, and it was a respectful conversation, back and forth, very respectful. The conversation I had with LA Icon was in regards to putting a fight together. I seen all these people. That's why I created a series of fighting. I seen all these people calling people out, right? This dude got beef with this dude. It was with Cholo Juan and the hater world. They both were exchanging words, right? Cholo Juan was throwing his jabs. Pinche hater world was saying mugroso and dirty tank top and let's start a fucking GoFundMe and all this shit. Damn it, man. That would have been a good one, too. I made the contract and I called LA Icon. He FaceTimed me. He was just sitting there. He FaceTimed me and I basically told him, look, man, I would like to give this to the people on a silver platter. The bill's on me. If you want to be the face of it, if you want to promote it, if I don't even have to be there, even though I would like to be there, but I understand that some people, not all people in Southern California, look at some people from Northern California just like some people from Northern California look at some people from Southern California. Someone can catch a feeling. Someone has a little bit too much alcohol, remembers a situation, and fucking just wants to do something, right? I don't got to be there. And LA Icon, he respectfully told me, he goes, you know what? I appreciate you reaching out, but I'm not interested in that. I actually have ties with this person, this gym, that gym. He was naming like, you know, his connections and all that shit. And what I thought was going to happen is exactly what happened. Nothing. I had the contract made. I'm like, look, I'm just trying to put these fights together because the people want to see it, man. But he was sitting there and he was real respectful. But I was also getting that energy like, hey, I'm dealing with someone that, you know, he's sticking his chest out a little bit. But I got that right away, right? Because when I talk business, I just talk business. I'm talking numbers. I'm talking figures. I'm talking gross. I'm talking net. I'm talking ROI. I'm talking about pay-per-views, gate. That's what I was talking about to him. And I get he was kind of soaking it in, thinking, chale con this dude. But it's okay. It's okay. If these things ever materialize, I'm a phone call away. If not, we'll just be getting views off it.
So that would, well, you
Yo,
gotta,
shout out to Baldachi,
yeah, shout out Baldachi.
Damn.
Shout out to the Florida.
Man,
Shout out to
and I'm not-
everyone in
you know
the
what I'm
chat,
Shout out
I
Negra
see you.
too.
Shout out Negra
Yeah,
too.
I don't
Look,
Let me say this. Shut up.
You know, I do want to give a shout out, just like they said, man. I want to give a shout out to Baldachi, shout out to FOO Community, Trash Bag Boys, a shout out to Cult TV, a shout out to Indicted TV. All of these channels I just named are on the YouTube Yarda. Every single one of them, Brown owned, Brown raised, okay? And I mean, at the end of the day, I know they say, hey, fuck it. We always, you know, we're our own worst enemy. Brown is Brown's own worst enemy. But if that's your lane and it's talking shit and it's cheeseman and it's everything else, fuck it. If that's paying your bills, I'm not going to tell you what to do, man. I'm not the moral police on YouTube, you know. This is a great show, though. I hope they keep this going. But shout out to everybody. It's all respect. Shout out to everyone.
Baldachi, and I want to make it clear, like, I got nothing against Baldachi, and I want Baldachi to understand that the reason, like, you wouldn't get posted was because, again, bro, like, I'm trying to, like, run a legitimate business and, like, satisfy my employees, so I'm trying to, like, make sure they're good, bro, so
Yeah, but
I hope as a businessman he could understand. I got nothing personal against them, bro.
yeah, but it's whack when people find out you're compromised, fool.
Well, it ain't compromise no more.
You heard him say it right there. We're not compromised anymore. So now people are going to start thinking, dropping content. Maybe more stories are going to come out. Let them come out. Again, it's the truth. Put the truth out there, Top Foo. Comparator, Cult TV, not just them, LA Icon. If he wants to respond, put the truth out there. If this is not the truth, then what is the truth? That's what I say. Put it all out there. The people deserve it now, right? You might as well. You might as well. Because the shit's going now. This shit is trending. This is a great video.
Okay. Because that's kind of whack. It's like,
Yeah.
That is
as a
whack,
brand, fool, to feel like
You
you're
were lo-
compromised, way.
You were loyal to him, and look at what happened. He walked out on you.
Well, lesson learned.
He
you
walked
know?
out on you and took your fans, fool.
Come on, John.
And look, and he's running with it.
Gotcha, man. That was gotcha. I don't blame someone. The nature of the business, gente, I've known this for years now, is you are going to train your competition. That's an absolute fact. You can't get around that in any kind of mentorship. Someone doesn't know what they're doing. It takes a mentor to pass on klecha knowledge to a mentee. And then when you find out that your mentee, that your student, he got it, man. What I mean it is not that he knows what he's doing, but he's got it inside of him or her to do it. The same thing that I'm doing with their own flavor. That means create their own lane. That's exactly what we did right here on Chicano Tube. I felt jumping on YouTube, right, on the YouTube Yarda or the Chicano channels. It was a whole lot of everything, right? And I'm like, I'm not even where I'm at in my life is not where these other cabrones are at in their life. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm going to have to carve my own lane out. And guess what was born? Chicano Tube and Chicano Street. Let's go.
Kind of running
Yeah.
with it.
He's
He's
doing
doing,
your
he's
same
doing his
polls, huh?
content for. He's doing his shit. Is there any way that you guys will ever get back to at least maybe like a year from now, 6 months from now, to do some content together?
I don't know. Time
Would you
will
be
tell.
open for that?
Oh,
Well,
so
time
you
will
will
tell.
work with him.
I'm not saying. I'm for sure not saying that. Time will tell. That's all I'm
Because I
gonna
feel
say.
like you guys both love that Chicano culture, the Chicano rap scene.
He don't love it like I do, bro. He love it because it's money to make. Fool. Like
Nah,
when I talk about it, fool, I'm genuinely passionate about it.
he loves it.
Right.
He's been
Huh.
in the game in the Chicano rap space,
Yeah.
and he does like love that scene.
Well, let me ask you this.
All right, so let me say this about Chicano rap. Maybe you didn't know my stance, my position on Chicano rap, but I never liked Chicano rap. I mean, rapping over oldies and zapping Roger beats. That has nothing to do with the people, absolutely nothing at all. So don't twist that up and say Mikey doesn't like brown people. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Chicano rap is trash. I'm not saying Chicanos can't rap. I'm just saying what happened in the 90s and carried over into the 2000s. It made a career for some people, and that's good. You know, they're doing lowrider tours, they're at the car shows, they're making a lot of money in their local region. That's great, man. They're popping the trunk, selling CDs. Well, that's old school shit, but selling, records and all that. That's cool. But I myself have always felt that rap is not our thing. That's Chicanos. I'm not saying Chicanos can't rap because that's like saying God can't put talent inside certain people. So I'm not saying Chicanos can't rap. I'm just saying that's not our thing. I think the brothers got that thing locked up. I think the brothers are like 20 levels above us. I mean, are you going to compare a Mr. Capone over to a Zoe Osama? Are you going to compare a Little Rob over to an E40? So that's just me because I've always kept it a buck with you guys. I'm never not going to keep it a buck with you guys. I thought it was trash, and I still think it's trash. But let's go.
On his interviews, does he look like he loves it?
Well, for me, when I was watching you guys our podcast, I did love the Pocho and him and you.
We're talking about Icon. Go ahead.
Well, I don't watch none of these Chicano podcasters. Fool.
Okay.
I don't watch none of these fools. Fool. None of them. No, the only ones that I watch is Linwood G Tang for. We'll get to that. She is the goal right now, fool.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with Linwood, G Thing, and with Compa Raider. Maybe there's some behind the scenes shit going on. Let me ask the people, man, was there a relationship there? Was Compa Raider and Linwood G, was that a thing? And that's why Compa Raider, because if you look at his body language when he mentioned Linwood, it was kind of a not knowing how to react kind of body language, like, oh shit, like don't talk about that right now. And it's funny, but I'm not knowing. Is Compa Raider and did Linwood have a thing? They fell out, or I don't even know what's going on, man. But let's go.
All right, we'll talk about that. But hold on.
Go for it.
Wait, Icon.
Yeah.
You see them at 7-Eleven. You guys walking in. You both you fools are getting a glizzy. What's gonna
They're
happen?
biting together, fool.
Will you bite it together? You got in a fade. It's all good. Like, what is it? What you guys?
The double ended with.
No, it's gonna get addressed, but anybody who knows Icon, they know he don't run fades for that.
Whoa.
Damn it. It had to go there. I mean, if you ever do get marked out once, and people find out about it, or they record it, or someone sees it, and then it gets brought to light, you pretty much are a mark forever. Some people might be tuning in. We're like, Mikey, what do you mean by marked out? What is it? What does getting marked out mean? Getting marked out, it's also depending the situation, right? I don't consider getting marked out a man that decides to walk away from an altercation because he's trying to protect his family or he's trying to protect his children. I don't consider that getting marked out. It just wasn't the time or the place, unless he truly just, got afraid. Okay. But getting marked out is basically not running the fade. Now, it doesn't matter if it's 5, it could be 15, whatever. I mean, you can still try to negotiate the fade, right? Hey, they pull up 5 deep. Hey, check this out. Let's run this shit. But how about we run a fair one at a time? One at a time. That's not getting marked out. That's you saying, let's line this shit up one at a time. But getting marked out is seeing someone apply pressure and then the pressure doesn't come back. Someone give energy, but then the energy doesn't get matched. I don't know, like when American Cholo, when he ran into Maniaco Mines at the car show, I would have loved to seen a video of that, because maybe we would have saw American Cholo say, get your ass to the restroom. And then maybe the body language on Maniaco Mines would have been like, fuck that. He could have said one thing, but the body language shows another thing. That could be getting marked out, right? Or if that did happen, that would be getting marked out. So again, I don't know in that situation what happened. And Prime is about to talk. This is where it gets a little... It's all for views, gente. It's all for views. It gets a little personal. Let's go.
Like I done seen him get marked out several times.
Oh,
So like,
I thought he was gonna say one time. He said several times. What that does is that's gonna hurt your ego. More than anything, that's gonna hurt your ego, because one thing is one instance, and then you got one situation to explain. But when you say several times, then you got several situations to explain. Will we hear from LA Icon? I don't know. Does anyone really care? I don't know. Now there's allegations he's not raza, but again, that just goes back to us fucking Brown, throwing Brown under the tubo. I don't know if he's a Miklo. I don't know if he's raza. I don't think he knows Spanish at all. You guys know how I feel when it comes to that. I'm one of these cabrones that says, hey, pass the Spanish down to your kids, man. Don't let your parents, what they taught you and how they raised you in that Mexican household, don't let that go in one ear and out the other. And you're so fucking assimilated over to the United States that you're a little fucking miniature galacho and you don't want nothing to do with Mexico and you don't teach your kids Spanish. I think my parents that are both in heaven, resting in peace right now, and my grandparents are proud of me because I taught all my kids Spanish. I taught them all the cultura, and they've been to Mexico dozens and dozens and dozens of times. So I don't know. Getting marked out several times, it's getting a little touchy, man. It's getting a little bit touchy. Let's go.
no fades. And that's what it is.
Hold on. Who marked them out?
We putting address on there, homie? Ask that for what happened with him.
Now, they deliberately end up leaving that word out of that rapper. They don't include, and I don't think that's for LA Icon. All due respect, Icon, if you're watching this, all due respect. We're calling a spade a spade. This is the podcast. Hey, you just got more viewers, so shout out to you, cabron. Let's go, man. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? At that one music video shoot, fool.
I think, that's what I was going to say. I think the leaving the name out was not for LA Icon. It was for the rapper, out of respect for the rapper. Because again, you got people leading their lives, and all of a sudden they got to get brought up and shit. You bring them up, and all of a sudden, people are going to start tagging them on IG, and hey, they said this about you. They said this about you. Welcome to YouTube Landia. Let's go.
You
know?
Yeah.
we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. But they're cool now, no? Now they're cool.
Yeah. Well, he's forced to be cool, homie, because he has no other option.
Hey, you came out with a lot of things today, huh?
No, well, it's all facts, bro.
Yeah, all facts.
Look.
And Top FOO. Shout out to Top FOO, man. Not only is his Pinchy podcast debut, no more mascara. No more needing a mascara or none of that shit. He's out there. I thought it was a great debut, man. Shout out to Top FOO, man. Shout out to you, man. Now they're just clowning around, having fun. So I don't think there's any love lost here. I think he's willing to go ahead and just put it all out there, and he's having fun doing it. I don't think this is gonna lead or spill over into the calles, cálmase. Again, you got to be a complete moron and idiot. You're gonna do something based off the internet. I mean, it's just that's kind of teenage shit. That's kiddie shit, right? We don't do that.
How can we move forward with this? Is there any way to move forward, or you just feel like time maybe will tell?
Time will tell. Fool. Time will tell.
You just hurt for you. I mean,
come on, fool. Like I did everything for you, bro, and like this is like in return.
Today you said a lot, fool.
Yeah.
You said a lot.
Yeah.
You said the rent thing. You said this. You said a bunch of shit. That kind of makes it hard for like to be cool again.
And then you bring up his Heina.
That's true. Shout out to Prime. That's true what he said right there. He said, you said a lot of things. It's going to be kind of hard to kind of mend bridges. But he feels a certain kind of way because he heard, not through the grapevine, but he heard from people's mouth. Prime was one of them. That LA icon called Prime up, smutting up Top FOO. And that wasn't the only thing that Top FOO heard of LA icon making a phone call. Hey, don't fuck with that fool. Hey, this, hey, that. Whoa, wait a second. That's some diva ass shit. 100% that's some diva shit right there. Men don't do that. I understand men will get into some cheese men and all that, but I mean, real men, we'll just handle it. We'll run that fucking thing. Let's run it. Let's do it. And let's do it live, and let's do it for the people. I'm tired. Even Compa Raider, I'm even going to tell you this, cabron. You're also guilty of this, pinche Compa Raider, of calling someone out. Let's do it, and nothing happens. I get it. It's the internet, but what looks funny is cats that look like they're from the old school doing this new school shit. The new school shit is talking shit about someone and not running up or not offering to, hey, let's settle this thing. I've been saying let's settle this thing with all these content creators. We had 3 fights last year. Is anyone else other than those 6 guerreros willing to step up and handle this shit for the people? I said I'll put this thing on. I got 2 gyms in SoCal. 2 gyms ready to go in SoCal. We could do this. But again, Compa Raider, you're guilty too, cabron. You'll call people out and the fade will not happen. Anyway, let's keep it going.
Like, what?
Am I lying though?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not.
You're not showing no receipts, but it's just your word, his word.
Yeah, but shout to them though.
Yeah. Shout out Baldachi.
I think it's fucked up with that a homie way is trying to bring the homie down for when the homie's out here working, feeding his family. To me, it's fucked up that he's trying to bring another a solid motherfucker out from LA way, from South Central, from the Florida district, a reputable one, and you know, doing some fuck shit. I don't fuck with that, fool.
Damn, I agree. Now the cat's out of the bag. Now I'm gonna go to Baldachi's page after this live and see what he thinks. Maybe Baldachi already suspected that these things were going on, or maybe he didn't. I don't know. Let me go over to the chat though, man. I want to make sure we see the chat. What's going on? Jose, that's right. I appreciate you, my boy. Capone. That's right about Capone. Capone is Armenian. Okay. Daniel Gonzalez, hip hop forever. I see you, my boy. Death Row. Jose Swifty got punked at Petco. Look, there's a video circulating about that, but I'm going to keep this video just about this. That way, when everyone watches the replay, we're just talking about Top FOO's debut, No Mascara, and he's revealing all the behind the scenes, not all, but most of the behind the scenes dealings at the FOO Community Podcast that pretty much ended up putting a ceiling on there. Putting a ceiling and jeopardize the numbers, jeopardize the revenue, all to be a people pleaser. I mean, once I would have started hearing 2 or 3 things about, something that's going on, hey, this, do that, I would have been like, hey, are you a people pleaser, cabron? Because anyone that calls you is anyone can make a phone call to you and it's fucking up our business. So who runs the business? We do, or the people that are calling you? Let's go.
Shout out to Baldachi, that's the homie right there, for real.
Well, it's not even that, fool. Like, it'd be problems when I'd post anybody from Florence, bro.
Damn.
Like, it's like,
what do you mean?
Like, he throw like little sideways shit, like, oh, why are you giving them fools?
Hold on. Fucking cult TV. That cabrón right there. You see his expression, cabrón? His reaction right now to what he said about he has a problem with anyone from Florence, LA icon. His reaction right now was the typical Mexican reaction of damn, but I want to hear more. He's like, damn, but his body language is like, I want to hear more. Fucking cult TV, man. Fucking cult TV.
It's like, you're posting them too many times. Ooh.
Badachi never talks about Icon, fool. Badachi has never did Icon in front of me, fool. And,
He's a real one, dog.
And I know them separately. Icon met me in the county, fool.
You were busted with Icon?
Yeah, that's how he met me. I met him before anybody met him.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
809.
when you met him, was he like already like saying
Was
where
he
he's
with
from?
it?
Nah, fool. He was a nice kid. Way he was a.
Oh man. One thing I'll always say is I'll always respect the streets. You'll never ever gonna find a video of me or a stupid comment or even something, right? Because I think before I talk or say anything, right? I'm just trained to go that way, right? In business, mostly in business, you're never gonna hear me disrespect anyone's neighborhood, disrespect anyone's set, barrio, demographic, region. Never, man. I guess that comes with going through life's experiences, right? Enemies at times of war, at that point, when even you're about to cut each other's heads off and off with their heads and hang it up on on your mantle, one more body, you still show the highest level of respect, man. Again, I understand beef neighborhoods. I understand all that shit. I'm out of that shit. I will never do that. I guess I just want to put that out there. It's never going to happen for me. Definitely not blue, red, or going across the aisle or in the same boat or car. That's not how I get down. And I'll never get down like that because I didn't see too many of my partners lose their lives at 15, at 16 years old, at 19 years old. Go to the pen and not come back, lose their lives even inside of there, man. And so that, like Chicana Smiles that came out on the Hood Stocks podcast, I may draw a hard line when I say Chicanos and Cholos is just two different things, even though most of Chicanos are Cholos, but it's two different things. I'll never disrespect the people that put it all on the line so that everything they believe in can be shitted on. I don't believe in that. No matter in what walk of life you come from, I respect it. I just got too much respect. That's just the way that I was taught. It goes a long way, right? And also, it doesn't show weakness. I don't know if you knew that. The loudest one in the room is usually the weakest one in the room. So why be the loudest one? Some of the craziest hitters that I ever seen, were quiet people that look like you want. I'll give you an example. I did a members only video on the neighborhood knockout artist, right? From my neighborhood, right? And here from Salinas. This buddy of mine, I ran into him at the Costco the other day. He's pushing groceries. He's got his kids with them. He's wearing like a tracksuit. I mean, he's looking like he's living the life, man. Doesn't even smell like smoke, look like smoke, doesn't even look like the past. He's living the life. That is the epitome of how Chicanos should be when we've leveled up in 2025, right? But you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know by seeing him at Costco with his kids pushing a shopping cart that he was the neighborhood knockout artist, knocking motherfuckers out that were the size of football players, him being like 5'11", 160, and braces back in the day, doing one-hitter quitters on motherfuckers that looked like Reggie Bush-sized linebackers. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. But anyways, I don't even know how we got into that. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Rapper. I met him as a rapper, and then eventually turned into a photographer and all that.
Yeah.
And I did look out for them. I did buy him sopas. I did fed the.
What age?
Okay, so I don't. The internet, you guys are going to say whatever you guys want to say. The internet are going to run with it. Gnarly Vato, I see you. Miss Gangster Piggy, I appreciate you. Hit that like button. That's all we ask, amiga. Hit that like button. Simpler times, that's right. Again, here we don't distinguish men or women based on their social status. Okay, we don't look at that. So someone that's a resident, I explain what a resident is, right? He's just someone that is gonna get a pass in the county if they never been to the state, and if they come into the county and they're not running with anyone, they just want to do their time in their program. That's fine. There's different levels. It's not like the county jail's a jungle anyways. Over there, you'll run 100 fades. It's worse than prison. It's worse than prison. But it'll be like, oh, Pelican Bay is this, Pelican Bay. Motherfuckers in Pelican Bay can barely even be around another human being. So how is that more dangerous? But anyways, so I don't give more respect over to someone, you know, that's a banger or a stabber, or went all the way, and to a resident. So I don't want you to know that I don't believe that anything makes you less of a man or more of a man. If you're a man, you deserve respect. If you're a woman, you deserve respect. I know there could be people going to be shitting on LA Icon. You're a resident. He said you were a resident. He saw you in the county jail and you weren't banging. I don't know. You can call that a late bloomer, or you can call that when a little bit of attention gets on you, you decide to stick your chest out, get some ink, and act like you're someone. But if you've been marked out and that's been proven, that's something that I don't know one person that has come back from that. They usually hold that over your head and it's over. It's a wrap. So again, that he's a photographer and all that kudos to him, man. That he's a resident, kudos to him, man. That's none of my business, nor am I saying that's what he is, but this is what it's sounding like. Okay, these are not my words, okay? We're just breaking it down.
Because he didn't have money.
How old are you guys?
I think he's older than me for a couple of years.
No. When you guys were locked up the first time?
I was 20.
Okay. When he came in, was he saying like?
Nah, he wasn't. He was.
Like, he came in like a resident.
He came like nice. Well, yeah, he came nice.
No.
Well, nowadays he says that he's wooty boo. He from so and so.
I don't know about any of that. All I know, I met him as a nice guy, and I looked out.
And again, that could happen. Does it make you any more of a man or woman that all of a sudden you're claiming a neighborhood? No, it doesn't. Does it also mean that that's the end of the road? No, because there's a lot of people like myself that have evolved from that. I want to give a shout out to mi amiga, lovely Hue Photography. Mi amiga, she just graduated with her bachelor's, on her way to her master's, on her way to law school. I mean, I want to give a shout out to mi amiga Mia from Lovely Hue Photography, because she's the example of what you can accomplish no matter what your circumstances were as you were growing up, if you really want to. Okay. So they could turn it around too. Your boy turned it around. I never thought I'd be selling $1 million homes, and here we are, right?
For him when he didn't have no money in his books, so
yeah.
I looked out for him. I was make sure that food was fed. Good fed. For me, Icon is mad at me way because of the supposedly we shouted you out, and then Compton Tres dissed him.
Bro,
and then I gave him a platform, but it was a Baldachi fucking. Now it makes sense, way.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to Compton Tres. When I did an episode of Got Bars, oh shit, man, I ended up playing his banger. It's slipping me right now, but it was the banger, man. That was the summer anthem, the year that it came out. So shout out to Compton Tres, man. These are real ones. A lot of people aren't shouting out. Well, we're gonna shout out and recognize real here on Chicano too, man. Baldachi, the face of LA, Compton Tres. These are artists people are sleeping on, man. Sleeping on. Shout out to Compton Tres, man. Let's go.
Now it makes sense why he took it so personal, because it was a Baldachi stream, fool.
Right.
And then for him, we didn't even
So
mention
it all
that
boils
fool.
down for a
See,
hyena.
and nobody mentioned that fool, right? The only fool that mentioned that fool was Compton Tres, but not even like his name. He just like subbed him or some shit.
Yeah.
I just felt that it was whack. Like, dog, why are you taking this shit so far?
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing all this shit, calling all the homies, doing on 3-ways with me and the homies? It's like, dog, like, it went so far over some bullshit.
Damn, man. Here we go. That's a lot. Shout out to Jenny Selby, La Chicana from San Diego.
Welcome to
Narlivato,
Big Tobacco's
Death Row.
Fantasyland.
That's right. I appreciate you.
A calmer
my
and stress-free
boy.
world where they want you to believe vapes are soothing. If soothing means amplifying anxiety and depression.
I don't even know where is that coming in from. Hold on a second. Oh, that's from that. Hold on. Get that out of there. All right, get this back up there. All right. So, anyways, chingado, gente. I want to get your opinion now. We'll spend the last maybe 15 minutes. I'm going to go through some comments and see what the people are saying now, because this is obviously going to be trending at least the rest of the week. And I'm expecting a response if he wants to. Now, he can also take the high road and not respond. When you don't respond and you take the high road, it is better for you, because the more you open your mouth, the more people are going to react to, right? Another person that got mentioned in this thing is Lady Pinks. If you haven't watched the full episode with Top FOO, it's on FOO Community. The first like 10 minutes, they go in on Miss Lady Pinks, and they were just reiterating the same thing that I said. Look, you're starting the beef, and then when the beef comes to you, someone returns it to you. You have a problem, but you started the problem. You have a problem when it comes to you, but you start the problem. That is a whole nother one. There was a lot in there in 2 hours, man. So let me go ahead and just go inside the comment section and see what's going on, man. I appreciate you guys. That's right, Vic. He says, Mark of... oh, I can't highlight it? Oh, shit, I can't highlight it. My bad. Let me see. That's right, Simpler Times desde Guanajuato. ¿Qué hubo contigo, güey? All the way desde Guanajuato. That's right, cabrón. I appreciate you. Just trying to highlight some comments. Give me a second, Ante. We're doing something a little bit different. We got the chat on the screen, and I'm trying to see if I could double dip the chip. Well, hey, we could do both. We could do chat on the screen, and we could even highlight it. That's right, desde Guanajuato. I appreciate you, my boy. Simpler Time says, Bucky List, El Mikey, Chicano, Mexico, tunes for the banda. That's right, cabrón. We did a Cinco de Mayo mix. Go back and catch Puros Pa Pistear. It was a Cinco de Mayo mix. That was a good one, man. Narlivato, I appreciate you, my boy. Gracias for tuning in, man. What do you think about it, Narlivato? Is it too much talking on the internet? I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's entertaining. That's what the people want, is entertainment. Or is it too much talking? We could say that too. Oh, it's too much talking. But people are blogging. Most people are blogging for $1. I mean, time is money. What are people doing it for? Unless they're doing it like me, I'm just doing it for the people, 100%. Not even looking at what the hell YouTube wants to send me, because that shit's gonna be cacahuates in comparison to anything that I could really make in the real world. So, Big Cubulo, that's right. Big Bad Norteños, Fresneros, Sureños, Bajeros, Journey to all the Raza, Death Row. That's right. I appreciate you, cabron. Fools always hate on each other. And this word fool, again, it's man, from one word, that's how pretty strong it got, right? From one word, it almost kicked off like a whole culture. Foo, right? What is a foo? A foo is basically someone from the 90s, right? High socks, Charlie Browns, sick ass fool on a good one, big ol' eyes like fucking comparator. Big ol' eyes when he pops them out, like they're up all night on Yayo. I guess that's the fool culture, and now there's so many fool pages. There's almost every city has a fool. We have one, Selena's Fool. Shout out to him. That page is huge too. He got like 300,000 followers. Shout out to Selena's Fool. So I guess you can call it a culture, man. But fools hate on each other. What's new, my boy? Tell me what's new, man. I don't know anything that's new other than that, man. St. Cal just tapped in. There's something that we talked about already, but I'm not exactly sure, cabron. I'm not exactly sure. And if he is, again, not shitting on him, but the raza is tired of people coming in and profiting off the raza and profiting off the culture. That's what they call the vulture. That's what people kept saying about Vlad TV. So people keep saying about anyone that talks about the culture. That's what people were saying about Maniaco Minds. And they're like, American Cholo, I'm going to keep it honest with you. Even when I wasn't cool with AC back in the day, again, it was some stupid ass bullshit. It was mostly mine, not even on his part. It was my fucking head doing it. Me following the old tribalism shit, right? My wife was always telling me, the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife, Miss Chicano Tube St. Cal, she was always telling me, I think if he hasn't put out the birth certificate and proven it wrong, then it could be true. It could be true. Again, that doesn't make anyone anything. Shit. Just if you're mixed, you're mixed. On Saturday, I went to a wedding and both couple, him and her, both of them mixed. His parents, one Chinese, one Gabacho. Her parents, one Africano, one Hawaiian. All beautiful. But in this little space that we call YouTube, in this little space, if you're talking about cultura and if you're talking about the raza, all of a sudden you're putting yourself on some moral high ground that you're helping the raza and you're helping cultura, but you're not, becomes a problem. It becomes an issue. Damn. I'm not even sure about that. Again, I'm not trying to shit on him if he is. Shout out to my Middle Eastern people, but then that just gets taken off of him, right? It's the whole raza card gets pulled. And I know someone can be like, well, I feel raza. I don't have to be raza, I feel raza, right? Like, and they're dressing like cholos in fucking Japan. They're raza. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but they're not raza. But it's okay if they want to dress like cholos. Now they're going to start banging Vietnam gangs and Chinese gangs. Well, the gangs are everywhere. But this shit started in California. So it's Californians that can stake the claim and no one else. But I get it. Damn it, man. I put my ancestry out there, cabron. So I'm clear, cabron. Don't put jackets on me, cabron.
To him personally, and not clear, a violation of the laws.
Oh, shit. That's right. Hold on a second. What the fuck is this? Hold on. It was this. Oh, no wonder. This motherfucker, it went to a whole nother. I was like, what the hell is playing in the background? Some Charlie ass Kirk. Not right now, cabron. You want to debate everybody. All right, Gnarly Vato. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. I want to get last thoughts, man. Last thoughts before we go ahead and log this shit off, man. I need to go take a break. I got the paletas ready to go. The pre-roll infused with keef coating on the outside. I need to take a break, man. We need to talk about that, Mikey. Look, St. Cal Palabra. Things are going to unfold every single day, and more details are going to come out. It seems like it's going to be the trending topic going through Memorial Day weekend. Hey, Raza, if I don't do another live, I want to wish you a happy Memorial Day weekend. In Spanish is Dia de los Caídos. If you got anyone military in your family that has lost their life, take this weekend just to reflect on them, man. If you can, visit the cemetery. If not, if it's your primo, give tia a call, give tío a call. I hope you guys have a great weekend. St. Cal, you need to get at me, my boy. We need to go ahead and plan that trip, man. We need to get out there with the lanchas, jet skis. Just tell me how much I got to break off, cabron. And let's handle that, man, because the weather is going to be nice this year, cabron. Let's handle that, cabron. The buckaroo is Middle Eastern. Wow. Damn, it is what it is. Respect is demanded. It is never earned. And I like to go out on that note. I appreciate you, Jenny Selby, you guys. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. I'm going to tap back in with the Familia, the Wednesday show. If you're tuning in late right now, go ahead and watch the recap. We stuck on one topic the whole time right here. That way the people that catch the replay can hear the whole thing. That Top FOO. Shout out to Top FOO. I don't know if you knew this, but St. Cal, Top FOO is from Bakers. Top foods from Bakers. That's right. Hey, check your DM, cabron. Sencal. Check your DM, cabron. That way we can go ahead and lock that in. San Pedro or something. Let's do that, man. This year. Let's do that. And we'll blog that too. Believe me. We'll blog that shit too. What else was I saying? Yeah, go check your DM, man. What is that? A yellow what? Damn, what is that, cabron, on the avatar? Is that a Mercedes, cabron? Shit. All right, you guys. Live on Chicano Street, the Chicano channel. We're out. Wednesday edition. Gracias to all the channels that tapped in, all the people that tapped in. You know, have a buenas noches. I'll see you guys on YouTube Landia. Remember what I always say? In the end, all you got is the memories. I'll see you guys in the next episode.